Yeah, Shalom.
Shalom.
Want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. God bless the apostles and elders of greatness soon. And salutation to 144,000 men, the 1/3 men with no children that to be saved. Brother Yawasap
Brother Scario.
from GMS, coming to you with another lesson from GMS Guyana, alright? And a lot going on in the world, you know, a lot of deaths and a lot of stuff and so forth. And people are going to turn to different things for answers in these last days. Everything what Yahweh Shai, the 2/3 and the heathen is going to turn to. And this is how ridiculous it gets. And as you see on the screen, a company is selling a Christian Ouija board to talk directly to Jesus, because clearly it's not Yahweh Shai you're talking to. So you can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. Where in the scripture says this? Where in the scripture says this? You know?
Yeah, come. I got a quick one. Sorry, This is Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Classic.
On verse 36. Yeah, it says, Yahweh shall bring thee and thy king which thou shalt set over thee unto a nation which neither thou nor thy father have known, and there thou shalt serve other gods, even wood and stone.
Yeah. You got that?
Yeah, like the brother said, it's a classic precept, but you know, all these things is set up basically to catch who? These traps is being set to catch who? Jakes, right? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And we say, you know, what the scriptures say our people going to do? They're going to worship wood and stone, and this Ouija board ain't nothing but wood and stone, all right? Jesus ain't nothing but wood, all right? You know, and the stone through the spirit represents the other major religion that plaguing our people, which is Islam, right?
Yeah, and but this board symbolizes what soothsaying symbolizes the movie with Moses with him, Exodus with Christian Bale being Moses. That when there was like cutting open animals and looking at the viscera for determine whether or not the plagues and so forth, how the plagues happen and so forth. You know, these people are gonna do all forms of soothsaying. You know, they can use what was intended for good. These mofos use it for evil. All right, let me get this one in. But why discern through the spirit? Is this here, right? This is Matthew 24. Because if people looking for Yahweh Shai, you think it's hard for he contact you, that you believe that you need to lean to something that was deemed, get a preacher that said want you that call evil good and evil, that you can lean to customs and traditions of men, which is paganism. Right, this is Matthew 24 and verse 22. Except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. And I read this one because the Yahweh has to shorten these days, because look at the level of evil that these people doing, bro. Look at the level of evil that these people doing. That they think that as a Christian it's okay to have a Ouija board. How is that justified? How is that accepted? You know? It says for there shall arise false Mashiachs, or false anointed, and false prophets, and Jesus has been a false prophet, a false Christ since was it 50 AD roughly, or 70 AD roughly estimated. I can't remember the exact year, right? And false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible they shall deceive the very elect. This is a false sign, and this is a great wonder, because this shit gonna work. Them left hand angels gonna make this shit work and make you believe that you in contact, or you being righteous by actually doing this shit, and they're going to buy this thing. Is going to sell. It is going to sell out of curiosity, out of actual belief, and out of what the Most High giving them over to the vile affections.
Yeah.
You know, it says verse 25, behold, I have told you before, wherefore if they say unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth, behold, he's in the secret chambers, believe it not. You know, so they saying that Yahweh Shai can contact you through this thing. And I was telling a girl the other day, I was like, she's like, they for real? I was like, yeah, they for real. She believe in IUIC or whatever, right? She's like, you know, she believe, no, she can't believe that they would do something like that. But to me, it's like, I know what they're gonna think of next now. What will they think of next for us? We's like, I know what they're gonna think of. Whatever evil thing, like how they got the Queen James Bible. They got what's the other stuff the zoo? They got so much thing you don't even remember because you just try to keep them thing out your head. It would frustrate you. Yeah. I make you real pissed off, buddy. But you know, let it provoke us to righteousness and not to wickedness. All right, let me finish up here. It says, wherefore, yeah, but this is about it. When they say that, you know, Yahweh Shai could be found, or you could find Yahweh Shai through this soothsaying board. All right.
Ain't nothing but witchcraft.
Yeah, the precept.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
So woe means destruction. Destruction unto them that call good evil and evil good, because again, you cannot slap Christian or Jesus or any Bible related thing on something and call it good. Alright? You cannot. Imagine you take something that people use for contact, demons. The next thing say you put a pentagram around the cross and say that, yeah, you know, if you sacrifice a child unto it, it can go to heaven. This is what you're gonna say. You gotta tell.
Yeah, can. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah.
Maybe I could say something. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because right now, in this whole Christmas thing, what's what they're doing?
Yeah.
Putting evil for good. Because you know, there's no there's basically no indication, all right, that Yahweh Shai was ever born around this time.
That's right.
Right? You know, there's no records of that. Right? You know, it's really a Roman pagan holiday, right?
Yeah.
And everybody, you know, should know that by now. You know, like, I actually kind of surprised that a lot of people, you know, at work didn't know that, right?
Oh,
but
shit.
they just choose to continue
Willingly ignorant.
you know, celebrating Christmas.
They like the feeling. It's all based on a feeling, you know. An emotional, impulsive generation. This is, buddy. So this with the lights and all this type of stuff. Well, it's no marvel that Satan parade himself as an angel of light, buddy. You gotta talk.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
Now they throw in even more confusion in the mix.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to make this thing as confusing as possible.
Yeah.
You got it.
Continue verse 21.
Yeah, it says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Good, and this is them being wise in their own eyes. This is not according to the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And it says prudent in their own sight. Like, what you could imagine the type of deceiving left hand angel have to whisper in your ear so come with this idea. Yeah, bro, this is gonna sell. And it got to be Esau, buddy. It got to be an Edomite, buddy. I know Jake bad, but this way, this one is next level. Continue on.
Yeah, it says one to them that are mighty to drink wine, men of strength to mingle strong drink.
Now this is talking about doctrine, right? One to them that are mighty to drink wine. They're in a high position, so they feel that they could do anything and say anything and claim it as a message from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But if this is a message from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it's a message of destruction, a message of warning of how wicked these people are, you know.
Yep.
And it says men of strength to mingle strong drink. This is what they're doing. They mingle in strong drink.
Yep.
You mingle a Ouija board with the crack of Jesus. This next level demonology, buddy.
Yeah. Christianity, right? Is a real strong drink.
Yeah.
Real strong drink. That's fucking people out here staggering.
But this is just. But this is just Christianity revealing the true colors. You know?
Yeah, Christianity is a really strong drink, and now you're gonna put the demonology up in there too.
No, blatant, because remember Christianity is a mix between, well, the wicked Christianity, you say, right? Because we don't refer to we believe as Christianity, we just refer to being a Hebrew Israelite. This is what it's supposed to be, this is what it's supposed to act. It's like being black, you know? You know, black people is walk a certain way, talk a certain way, you know? Or we dance a certain way, with rhythm, with salt. So this it is. So we ain't gonna label it as Christianity. But the heathens, at the Council of Nicaea, y'all could look up the book, right? Merge our Hebrew customs with pagan customs to further corrupt and spread control over the Roman Empire at that time, right? And it's doing a beautiful job. Gotta admit that, bro. But the elect can do a greater job, you know. We can outshine them obviously because they're not light. They're artificial light. They're inorganic light, you know. Let me get it. See. Let me see. Yeah, this is Matthew 7 and verse 7 and 6. It says, he answered and said unto me, well, Esaias, which is Isaiah, prophesied of you, hypocrites, as it is written. And this, and whoever buy this, whoever think that this is work and so forth, is a hypocrite, right? These people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And heart, Hebrew word lab, which goes back to your mind or your spirit, you know? Their heart is far from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They're not actually putting the Most High word in the heart. They're doing everything but praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? So verse 7, it says, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. This is what they're teaching, doctrines, the commandments of men. This here doctrine is a commandment of a man. This is not like the Jehovah's Witness would say, the divine influence of God or something along the line. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ain't got none to do with this here. Right? Get a one in Corinthians that said, what agreement have righteous with unrighteousness? Right? It says, for laying aside the commandment of Yahweh, ye hold the tradition of men, and so forth, right? As washing the pots and cups, and many other such things like you do. This is the many other things, you know. It says, verse 9, it says, and he said unto me, full well ye reject the commandment of Yahweh, that ye may keep your own tradition. So Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ain't having this nonsense, bro. You ain't gonna contact no righteous being. You're going to be deceived beyond comprehension. Get that?
Yeah. Look. 6 and 12 or 12?
I think it's 6 and 12. It's first or second there? Or it's 3. Bear with us a minute. It's 6 and 16. Second. Read from 12 for real. 6 and 12. 2 Corinthians 6 and 12. And go down a little bit.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12. It says, "Ye are not straightened in us, but ye are straightened in your own bowels."
You see, they're not straightened in us. We've been preached. We, the men of the Lord, or the hopefully elect, have been preaching for 30+ years. And y'all straightened out yourself. I was straightened a position of difficulty. You know, you don't put yourself in the straight and now you put yourself in the wide, or you want to sit on the fence, but you're being a hypocrite. All right, and this is what's happened when you don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. Because if they were truly Christians, which is being anointed one, they would have rebuked that, even the thought of this, and don't even let a word of this shit come out to the public. This is shameful for the Christians. You know? Go ahead, huh?
Yeah. It says, "Now for a recompense, and the same I speak as unto my children, be ye also enlarged. But ye..."
You see, so the recompense, right? So we gotta speak to you as children, because y'all and will mature. Y'all are spiritually discerned. Y'all are spiritually mature. You know. Go ahead, huh?
Yeah. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers."
So obviously it's an unbeliever that come up with this thing. You know, he pretending that he know the scripture, or he know something about the truth or whatever, but only to deceive himself and others. Right? Continue. So we can't be yoked to them. Yoke mean as in your two neck joined together, like how you put two animals to plow a thing. It's unequally. One gonna be high and one gonna be low. It's like putting a donkey and an ox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It says, "For what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion had light with darkness?"
Alright, so what communion light got with darkness? What communion? And this is double darkness, because Jesus is not your name. How dark is that darkness? Because Jesus is not your name. Yahweh is his name. True Hebrew name. Right? So y'all could continue to get entangled more and more into this world and get messed up. Y'all being ensnared. You know? And this is to those scoffers and those who's just watch videos for kicks or whatever. And this is a warning to show you how tripped up this world is getting, bro. To what did the scripture say about Matthew 13? Those that didn't ground themselves, better ground yourself in this truth, because this is the type of bugged up shit you can believe, and worse. You know?
Yeah, you get worse as shit gonna come just now.
Yeah. Go ahead, huh?
You know? Yeah, it says and what concord at Mashiach with Baal.
Belial. But it's Baal, right?
Right.
It's another name. This is probably the Greek name. Don't quote me on that, right? But Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh Shai has no agreement with any of these stuff. Because he didn't bring a Ouija board. He was not a Ouija board and so forth. But yet y'all take it upon yourself that he gonna be on the other side waiting for somebody. Oh shit, this is a genius idea. You know, continue.
Like you never see Ouija board in the scripture, you know?
Yeah. Or anything of the fashion and all to like a spinny bottle or you know what I'm saying? The Most High speak to you through his word and through different experiences, but mainly through his word. Because his word, what the scripture say, his incorruptible spirit is in all things. And his word is spirit and the truth. His word created everything you know. So as we continue to read and study, we see Yahweh Hashem showing everything. Yahweh Hashem showing everything. And that certain scriptures has not been revealed unto us because it's not needful. And the Most High give you the essential pertaining to salvation. You know? Continue on.
Yeah, kind. It says
60.
Yeah, it says what concord at Mashiach with Belial, or what part had he that believe with an infidel?
And what's an infidel? It means someone who has no faith. Because fidel means faith, and in this context means none or not. Alright? Continue.
Right. It says what agreement at the temple of the Most High with idols.
And this is an idol right there. This is an idol. This is an idol. So when Ak was saying worship wood and stone, you worshiping the wood with the same thing. Not like the literal wood, but the cross and one. Because what you cross, they're right on the board.
Yeah.
The cross, they're right on the board. Go ahead.
Yep. It says
And just so you know, the cross is not a righteous thing, right? The cross, it means to cancel out. So I know why you think that something that our Lord and Savior was worshipped on is
killed on.
It is worth. It's like you're killed on. Yeah. Was killed on was meant to be worshipped or hold a positive symbol, because it's a negative symbol. Whether?
Yeah. It says on what agreement at the temple of Yahweh with idols, right? For ye are the temple of the living power, as the power had said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Good. So you don't need this. The Most High is in us. If we are righteous, you could read in our Wisdom of Solomon. It says that wisdom would not dwell in a malicious or mischievous soul or spirit, right? So if you in your right spirit, obviously you can believe this shit, you know. So because the Most High is already in us, He already dwells in us. If we walk in the spirit, and not in the flesh, the Most High will speak to us, and it's a whisper. And for some of us, a shout. We get dreams, we get different type of stuff. But look how ridiculous these people is, bro. I can read the other set while they look for the precept, right?
Yeah.
Verse 17 says, "Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you." So that's why we don't mingle with Christians and Muslims and all these other people. Once you're not a Hebrew Israelite, teaching the same doctrine as the elder apostles of written in the stone, we ain't got no agreement with you. Can two walk together except they agree? You know what I'm saying? They were bad about this place, huh? You got your precept bell?
Yeah.
You know what this remind me of too? Like they're doing just like those seances where they sit down at the table and they hold a crystal ball or they hold hands, and whatnot. You see that?
Slovakia.
Want help finding it?
No, just hang on a second.
It passes after my own heart. So just think about the other stuff they can do, yo. The other levels of shit they can do, like they was talking. Like they was talking about alphabet boys and girls, pastors and priests. I see the Catholic Church accepted one of them as a priest and whatnot. They can, they don't eat a lot of abominable stuff. It's only left for they start doing sacrifices, buddy. It's only left for they start doing. I mean, in the open, I should say. In the open, they're gonna start doing sacrifices, bro. So we gotta watch out. Okay, find it?
No, it's Slovakia, but yeah, I find it.
You sure?
Yeah, it's basically Slovakia, right? Scripture in Jeremiah 2 and verse 20, it says, "For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bonds," right? Because we was in Egypt there, and we was being unequally yoked with the Egyptians, right? Because Jake was starting to pick up their custom too, right? And we know that because a lot of the Israelites wanted to go back to Egypt, right? Because they was starting to like it there, or they missed Egypt, right?
Convenience.
Yeah, it says, "For of old time,"
or the carnal convenience, we should say.
"For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bonds, and thou saidst, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou was wanderers playing the harlot," right? Meaning what? Jake is go after every new thing, right? Every new thing under the sun, Jake's is go after, right? He says, "Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, a holy and right seed. I was thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me," right? And there is nothing short of degeneracy, right? Christianity is degeneracy, right? Christmas is degeneracy, right? Easter, all these things, right? Like a Ouija board, doing nothing but high class demon summoning mechanism.
Thing with familiar spirits. Like the law said, let me get a quick boy. Let me go to the law with scripture said. This is Leviticus 20:6. It says, "The soul that turneth after such as have a familiar spirit, and after wizards go to a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul. I will cut him or her off from among his or her people." All right, and I say his and her because man being the head, it applies to both male and female. So if it applies to the head, obviously it applies to the rest of the body, right? So those familiar spirits that they channeling, gonna mess them up, because Yahweh Bashim Mashiach gonna give them the order to mess them up. Because you were warned. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I done. So with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and those of breaking the soul. Citation to 144,000 men, the 1/3 men, women, and children who are to be saved, and Abad Babal.
Bad babal.
Abad Babal.
Bad babal.
Shalom.
Shalom.